Everybody put your pants on and start.
Good evening and welcome to Omnibroslive, presented to you by InStockTrades.com. I'm Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault, joined by Comics Guide 101 and the Sax Guy from Lost Boys. Comics Guide 101's Lou. Lou, how's it going, dude?
Good, man. Good. I feel like it's a tough act to follow. I'm following up the Sax Guy from Lost Boys.
And the guy running the board, Gabe loves 90s comics.
What's up, everybody, man? It's hot today, and it's been a long day. So let's talk comics, and there's just banter. There's just catch up. We got a lot of stuff going on.
What just happened?
You did something.
What happened where?
Lou dipped out for like half a second.
Oh.
What's up, everybody in the chat? How's it going? Thanks for joining us today. We all know you're here for one reason and one reason only.
Yeah, and I did not get any news of discounts.
Oh shit, that's because of the holiday, huh? That's right.
Well, Emily did send me she did send me the list of what's available for Wednesday, for tomorrow's and Wednesday, but I didn't get a thing on percentages off. So I don't know. Sorry, everybody.
Everything is 50% off. Not true.
God, we wish.
I love that one.
All right. So where do we want to start off with, everybody?
We have hauls, previews, and reads.
Sounds good with me. What do you guys want to start with, hauls?
There's Mary M thanking us for the $50 gift card. You're welcome, Mary M.
You're quite welcome.
I'm glad you got it. My hauls are the mail's not here yet. It's 8 o'clock, and I'm expecting 2 IST packages.
Hi, Gio.
There's Gio. Hi, Gio.
There we go. We got one Puerto Rican package that just came in.
Hey now. What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? Good to see you. How's everything?
Hey, brother.
Doing pretty well. Sorry that I'm a little bit late.
It's all good.
It's all right.
No worries. But
Mary, what did you get with that $50 gift card?
Yeah, have you spent it yet, Mary?
Yeah.
Hopefully bought some manga.
Yeah, if you want to get into the Facebook group, you gotta super chat us like $80,000.
Or $8.
$8 would be nice.
Yeah,
80,000 would be better. If you really want to get in, you got to show us commitment.
Although I have heard if you PayPal Jess, you can get in a lot quicker. That's the back door.
I would love to do a live box haul, but it's 8 o'clock at Eastern time, and the mail's still not here yet. I was expecting 2 IST boxes today, and my wife is conveniently upstairs on the phone with her sisters, and I'm like, hurry up, mailman, hurry up. It's like 8 o'clock. IST, InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add another 2% to that. At the end of every month, just like Mary won, they give us a $50 gift card to give away to a lucky viewer. $50 or more in an order, that gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
It's good stuff, man.
Yes, it is.
You don't normally get your packages this late, do you? This isn't normal for you.
This I I think it's because Friday and Saturday were both holidays.
Oh, that's
So we've got a big backlog of mail.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it's possible we won't even get mail today. So I don't have a haul really, other than Vampirilla archives that I got, which are cool.
Nice. Those are cool. Ooh. Don't downplay those. Those are beautiful.
Those are nice.
Some of them are out of print and hard to find, and I got them from a member in the group. It is really cool. Let's see, I got Archives Volume 2.
Oh, are they black and white?
Oh, yeah, Archives Volume 12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the art is really good.
I've never read a Vampirella comic.
Don't read anything new. Save it to the 70s stuff. The new stuff is crap. I'm guessing.
I don't know that I agree with that, but you're entitled to your opinion. Archives Volume 7.
Nice.
That's awesome. I know nothing about the character. Does she have a rogues gallery of her own, or?
I actually don't know that much about her either. I'm just now getting into her. This part is in color, but then it goes back to black and white. And then I got Archives Volume 10, which is in the wrapping still.
Ooh,
man.
Still sealed.
Well, no, I don't think it's sealed. It's in the wrapping that he put it in.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
This was an eBay buy?
No, this was from a guy in the group, a nice guy in the group, and I'm trying to think. I bought from him a lot of times before. He's a good quality seller. Jimmy Owens, relax.
The art is so nice on that.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Gosh darn it, what is his name? I'm trying to think of it offhand. Because I should give him a shout out. He's always got good deals on. What size are these? These are, well, here's a library edition. These are not as big as a library edition, but taller than a regular comic.
So
this
they're oversized, right? Or they're bigger than oversized?
They're bigger than oversized, yeah. Let's see. Where's an oversized book? Is this oversized?
Nick in the chat, ready to ban some people. Do your worst, Nick.
It's as tall as an oversized, but it's wider.
Ah, nice.
That's a good size book, then.
Yeah, so these are cool. Oh, and then I got a book that Ryley said I needed before Absolute Carnage. I think I need this book. This is Venom Unleashed, Volume 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, with the Venom dog.
So cute.
I like the Venom.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's really all I hauled.
For now.
Maybe we'll get.
Like 15 minutes, I'll go upstairs and see if any packages have arrived.
Maybe we'll get something in a few minutes.
Then we can have a live unboxing.
There we go.
We just hear Patty yelling at Jess from downstairs.
Well,
oh, it's a statue. Whoops.
Oh man.
Wait, do you have a statue coming?
Not today.
Oh, okay.
No.
You'll find out the hard way.
There could be one there could be 2 or 3 or 4 out in the pre-order universe.
Yeah, love it.
All right, everybody. Our new sponsor is going to be P.O. Boxes. So go out there and get yourself a P.O. box, everybody. Use Omnibros code Jess. Jess is in the doghouse. Omnidog's doghouse.
I was just at the post office today, and I told Taylor Brown that, and he said, "Oh, are you picking out a P.O. box?" And I'm like, that is a really good idea. It has become quite a ballet trying to get these packages in without my wife finding out.
How much is a P.O. box? You got to pay monthly for that, right?
I think they're like $30 a month.
Yearly.
You pay yearly?
You can pay it yearly. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Yeah. Oh, we have a super chat.
Yes,
What?
we do.
I was up looking at other stuff. There we go. Bill Nyes gets into the Facebook group now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I don't know. That's just a joke.
Welcome aboard.
Just a joke, but not really.
Thank you, Billy.
I am not 65 years old. You little spud, you. And I'm still not doing it. I like the thrill of the chase and almost getting caught.
You like
it sounds like an ad. That's like somebody who steals. I'd like to steal because I might be caught. Ferocious Reader finished Orzhok and was looking for something to watch. Started The Wire based on your recommendation. That wasn't me. I never recommend The Wire. I'm not a fan of The Wire.
That's a Matt Miranda thing.
That's a Matt Miranda thing, yeah.
Probably. If you would have said The Shield, then yeah, that would have been me. But glad you finished the Ozarks. I'm not sure where I'm at in it. A big thing just happened on the last episode we watched last night. And I was like, I'm going to keep going, but it's 11 o'clock at night. So save off on that. But Ozarks is amazing. Omnidog's doghouse.
Omnidog house. Suck a 10.
All right. Anybody else got a haul?
Not me.
No, I didn't haul anything. I'm expecting some packages, but they haven't arrived, so I can't show anything.
Oh man, it seems like everybody's delayed.
I got some delayed packages. Give me a second.
I'm just doing his name. This is my alter ego.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see. Jess, I like this one. Jess is actually only 24. Batman Damned aged him prematurely. It'll do that to you.
I did not, JT Gamer. You need to. Is it under? What's your video channel? Is it called JT Gamer? I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun.
Nice.
You good to go, Gabe?
Yeah, let's make this happen. All right, so let's see. Halls. Let's do this. Let me get myself going on here real quick. I got Grunt, which is the James Stokoe art book.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what? Let me open this up. Let's look at this together.
Live unboxing.
Take off the cellophane wrap because I know this stuff is going to be awesome. Because I absolutely love James Stokoe's artwork. How cool that is already, just the cover. That's pretty gnarly.
Wow, he's got such detail.
Yeah, this guy's a genius. Oh, it's a lot of cool pencil stuff. I'm gonna spend hours looking through this thing. Oh Jesus! This guy's right up there with Jeff Darrow.
Yeah.
We got some Orkstain.
So we heard all about Orkstain last week.
Yeah, was that last week going to talk about how they cut their dicks off to make money?
Yeah.
There's also some comic in here too. This guy's freaking. He's got to be like the best. My favorite artist. He does all the line work. He does all of his own coloring. So he does it all. Oh, we got some alien stuff in here because he did do that Dead Orbit alien storyline.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a great one. Oh, look at that double page splash. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, his Dead Orbit stuff, his alien stuff is fantastic too. Which is good for him because he makes everything look like penises. So that works. You know, if you're gonna get that that Giger, there you go. So Grunt, I'm so glad I got this. This just a few pages I looked through. I'm in love. Looking forward to doing more of that. One of the big ones this week, I did get the Jack Kirby Fourth World Absolute Volume 1. It's so cool. I was so impressed by this. I actually made a video on it that you could see on my channel. If you want to see all the details and the insides and all that kind of cool stuff, this is, and I still will always say, this is the best looking, the best designed absolutes or just collected edition in general that DC has and probably will ever put out. I loved how you got these circles here with Darkseid, and it's cool because you take it out. Oh, look. And then the inside is super cool too.
Nice.
Yeah, this thing is a big
absolute. Look how big this thing is.
Yeah, this thing's a monster. This thing is a monster. I like the end pages, all very cool, psychedelic.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, take some mushrooms and look at that. The binding on it is really good. I mean, it's a big book, so the binding is going to be a little tight, but you want that with such a large book. I'm trying to find a
what
like a double page spread or something. Huh?
What can you give us a quick table of contents?
It is. Where's a little slip? Shit.
Is that all of his run on that?
I'm sorry?
Is that all of his run on that?
No, it's volume 1, so it's half.
Oh my god. Oh. Another one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Half the Omnibus.
Sweet Christmas. I'm going to need to get that.
It's like the first 6 issues of everything, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Superman Powell, Jimmy Olsen, 133 through 139, 141 through 145, Forever People 1 through 6, New Gods 1 through 6, Mr. Miracle 1 through 6, Who's Who, the Definitive Directory of the DC Universe, Jack Kirby's Fourth World Omnibus Volume 1, Volume 2. So yeah. And it's it has a table of contents.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's presented in the way that the books were published.
Oh my
god. So it's not like Mr. Miracle 1 through 6 and then Forever People 1 through 6. It is Jimmy Olsen 133, Jimmy Olsen 134, Jimmy Olsen 135, Forever People 1, New Gods 1, Mr. Miracle 1, Jimmy Olsen 136, Forever People 2, New Gods 2. So it's in like published order. So
that is cool.
This thing is a monster, and it's the coolest thing that they've ever done, collected edition wise. So, yeah, you guys can always go over to my channel real fast. Check out the in-depth review I did of it. I'm trying to find a double page splash to kind of see. Here we go. The gutter loss isn't too bad in it at all. You're going to need to relax the spine probably like 30 times because it's a big monster. But go for it. Go for it. So it's that. Grunt. Something for Geo.
Yay.
I got another Invincible #1.
Wow.
This is a CGC 9.8 this time. So I got a 9.6 and a 9.8. I'm totally putting my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
These books are going to be blowing up big time when that hits. So when that trailer drops and that TV show drops. So yeah, that's that. And I showed this for a moment on it was Thursday. Firepower. by one Robert Kirkman and one
friend of the show,
Chris
Jess is biggest fan.
Jess loves Robert. I like Robert Kirkman. We talked about this before. We all have our ups and downs with Kirkman.
I like Invincible.
Invincible's fantastic. Walking Dead for the first, I don't know, we always say, at least me and Lou, we always say you need to stop after the prison. That's the peak, but it goes on and still gets pretty good. So I would say probably about the first 80 issues or so, and I hear it picks back up later on. His Marvel stuff is garbage for the most part. That irredeemable Ant-Man, which is just
it was very irredeemable.
Yeah.
Outcast.
Wolfman.
I haven't read it, but I'll talk more about this too. We're getting into reads, and I super baited everybody on this on Thursday. But beautiful Chris Omni art in here, along with the free comic book day as well. So
Benjamin Pineros is wondering where you got the Stoko book. It's not on IST.
eBay.
Oh, really?
eBay.
I think that was that only released that's a European book, isn't it?
No, that's that other book we were talking about.
Oh, okay. There was another book that we had brought up that we didn't know about.
The Grunt was mass release. That was them through Diamond and everything. Jimmy Owens, that is the first appearance of Invincible. I know. Tech Jacket #1 doesn't count. Doesn't count. Cool. Yeah. Stoko sells his art for pretty dirt cheap. You get beautiful stuff for $200.
That's not bad.
Wow. That's incredible for the amount of detail he puts in.
Yeah, seriously.
If you follow the guy's Twitter, he posts stuff that he's working on all the time, and it's insane. Just the stuff he does. So reads.
Anybody read Oblivion Song?
Haven't yet.
No.
Nope.
Is that collected yet? I don't even know.
There are a couple trades, I think.
I have not.
All right. What about reads? Dudes?
I read Lady Killer.
Ooh.
Awesome. Great art. Fantastic story, I think. And this is the whole package for me. Joelle Jones does a great job on this with her housewife as an assassin back in the 50s or early 60s, somewhere in there. They start out in Seattle, and she's an assassin, and it actually seems somewhat believable in sort of a weird way. But the art is just great in this oversized, beautiful format. This is a Dark Horse Library edition. And the artwork's great, and I really like her writing a lot in this. And it's about a housewife that's an assassin, and she's a ruthless assassin and a wonderful mother. So I loved it. It was great. And I forgot my iPad, which had 3 of the books I read this week. But one of them was called The Marked Fresh Ink. And it's about, I don't have it with me. It's called The Marked Fresh Ink. It's from Image. And it's about a group of occult females that have glyphs tattooed on them that give them these witchy powers that they use to keep the peace. And both Kristan and I keep the peace on the planet. And both Kristan and I really like that book a lot, called The Marked Fresh Ink. You got to get tattooed on your back with your particular mark, and you make the glyphs on your arm come alive and eat the bad guys and stuff. It's really good.
That sounds crazy.
It is awesome.
There you go, Jess.
There you go, man.
How prevalent is Harley Quinn in the comics from her introduction up till Flashpoint, excluding Gotham City Sirens? Oh, yeah. Once New 52 hit, she was a big hit because the Palmiotti Connor run was a big hit. So they started putting out more of her. Before that, it was just stuff like...
It was the Terry Dodson stuff.
Yeah, the
Carl Kessel.
Carl Kessel, Terry Dodson stuff. Harley Loves Joker. Batman, Harley and Ivy by Paul Dini. Couple books by Paul Dini. Batman and Harley Quinn by Templeton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was when the New 52 became really popular that they started putting more stuff out.
What about you, Lou? Did you get anything you read?
Man, I have kind of been on a tear over the last week. I go through highs and lows as far as reading, and I've been on a high lately. I read Something is Killing the Children. That's my first choice.
Ooh.
That is a book that was recommended to me by Jess, by a few people in the chat over the last few weeks, and holy shit, you guys all need to be reading Something is Killing the Children. It has everything that I look forward to in a comic. It has horror elements. It has a badass, strong female protagonist. It involves the occult. It involves monsters. It is, so good. Absolutely so good. General premise is that this, basically, like the name suggests, there's something in this small town that is abducting and killing all of these children. Along the way, a badass female protagonist who is a member of this really weird occult ends up showing up and ends up having to take them down. She's partnered with one of the guys that ends up surviving one of the first attacks, and it's so good. It's really so goddamn good. If you're a fan of Hellboy or horror comics or anything like that, this is absolutely right up your alley. The art here is done by, I've got it right here. I'm going to try to not butcher this. Werther Del Ladera, and he does fantastic work on this series. It's really cool. The creatures in this story, without giving them away, they have this really cool and unique design, and then there's also rules that they're slowly starting to dish out as to how you can attack these creatures and when you can attack these creatures and things like that. I think the real star for me though is the colorist, Miquel Muerto. His coloring on this is amazing. It's really, really good. It's mostly hues of purples and blacks, and it's really just drenched in deep and dark, and it really works for the tone that they're going for in this story. Along the way, it's also got a bunch of different twists and turns. I love the revelation of what the little octopus is that she keeps around with her, the little doll that she has. I thought that was really cool. I personally cannot wait to keep reading with this. In fact, the new issue drops this Wednesday, and I'm definitely grabbing that right off the bat.
Nice.
Are you going into singles with this thing, huh?
I have it. I've got it in singles. I have to have it in singles. It's that good for me. Raise your hand if you don't like Matt Fraction.
Depends.
Me. All right, so I'm gonna give Fraction the benefit of the doubt. I'm not a fan of Matt Fraction, but I did read something by him this past week that I actually really enjoyed. And when I say this, no way in hell is this man close to the league of who Darwin Cook is. But I will say that this is probably the closest thing we've gotten in terms of style and in terms of what a Parker Darwin Cook book was. I'm talking about November, volumes 1 and volume 2. These are original graphic novels that he started working on last year. And for whatever reason, they really haven't caught on too much. But they are really good. Like really, really good.
There's 2 volumes of them?
There's 2 volumes of them. And I am a Fraction detractor, I guess you would say. I'm not a fan of his work. Fraction detractor. I am not really that huge of a fan of his work, but this is really good. and I'll say this: I picked up the first volume out of recommendation because I heard people mentioning it in chats online and stuff like that, and I wasn't too hot on the first volume. But the second volume is really where the story starts pulling itself together and really starts coming into its own, because this is a 3-set graphic novel series that he's working on right now, and the first volume is pretty much all set up. And things happen in the first volume, and some of them are out of context. Some things aren't necessarily shed light on, but it's the second volume where the pieces start really coming together. And the initial premise, it starts off with 3 women and 1 cop. The first story is about a woman who she meets this cop at the beginning of the story, and she's given an easy job. The woman in question is handicapped, and she's also a former junkie. And she's given an easy job. You just have to go to this building. You have these codes, and you just have to flick this light on, and you get paid. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. The second one is a woman who she works at a call center, and she works at a police call center, and something goes down that same night that I'm not going to get into because I don't want to spoil it. The third woman is a woman who she's just coming home from basically just an everyday thing, and she ends up finding a gun that's thrown on the floor, and the gun has connections to the other previous 2 stories and how that plays out and everything like that. And eventually she's kidnapped and she's thrown into the back of a car. The guy is a corrupt cop, and how that story plays into the other stories is really interesting and really fascinating. I really have to give credit to Fraction here. He's weaving a really intricate and really cool story. But the thing is, if I were to just read the first volume of this, I probably would not have stuck with it if I didn't have volume 2 right away. Because volume 2 is really where he starts pulling all the threads together, and it's really where he starts showing you all the different connections. Let me, if you guys could highlight me, I could pull up a sample of the art real quick.
I'm going to go check the mail real quick while you do that.
Do what you got to do, man.
Just in case, while my wife's upstairs.
So, I don't know how well this is going to look on here. But you can see how it's got kind of that influence that you see in Darwin Cook's Parker novels. And that's pretty much how the whole book works. My one complaint, and I think the major detractor from this, and that this usually isn't a thing that I'm a stickler for, is the lettering. The lettering here is done by, let me pull it up. It is, yeah, man. I think it's Kurt Ankeny, I believe, is the letterer on this. And the issue that I have with the lettering on this is that at times it's going for a certain style that it's kind of incomprehensible. It's a style that I think that it works within the context because the lettering is different for each of the 3 characters. One character has it in cursive, the other one is really sloppy. But he gets a little bit too loose with it to the point where I'm having a tough time reading it and making out some of the words. And I think really that's kind of a detractor for it. Other than that, yes, I have said what comic it is. It's November. That's the name of the book. Other than that, I think this is really good. And I personally cannot wait for the next volume of this story. And the final one, because volumes 1 and 2 are out. The last... hold on, let me see. I already talked about Farmhand last week. The last one is Superman Smashes the Klan. I think we've all talked about that book at one point or another, right? Gio, you've talked about it as well, right? I can't hear you, Gio.
Nope. No sound from you, Gio. Sorry. Okay, bye.
So
I think
the next
everybody's
book,
talking about who Superman Smashes the Klan, but me, I have not read that book yet.
you owe it to yourself to read it.
Oh,
Superman Smashes the Klan is fantastic. It's really it's what the story says. It's Superman versus the Ku Klux Klan, and it's a story that's based on the old Superman radio plays from what was it, the 1950s, 60s, something along those
30s.
lines?
Those are the 30s.
Yeah, it's
Late
really
30s.
So Superman Smashes the Klan centers around an Asian family, more specifically a Chinese family, that moves into the city of Metropolis. And basically focuses on how those kids are integrating and how that family in particular is integrating into Metropolis, that lifestyle. Along the way through certain circumstances, they are attacked by the Klan. And it is every bit, unfortunately, as poignant and relevant as it is today, as that story was in the 1930s, 1940s when it was first published. It's set in the 1950s, 1940s, I want to say. And this is a Superman that is like the OG Superman. This Superman can't fly. He really doesn't have all of his abilities yet. He's not the classic Superman that we know and love. And I really dig that. That's my favorite incarnation of Superman because he's not as OP as the Superman we see today. This to me is this is what comics for me needs to be. I love this story and I love all ages comics, especially superheroes. This is the big blue boys, the big Boy Scout that we all know and love, the True Justice and all that stuff. And I love the fact that there's also little articles in the back about the author's experience growing up Chinese in the neighborhood that he grew up in, and how that affected his family and things like it's perfect. I absolutely love Superman Smashes the Klan, and if you haven't picked it up, you all owe it to yourself to pick it up. And the author, whose name escapes me right now, absolutely 100% deserves
Gene Lun Yang.
What was it, Jess?
Gene Lun Yang.
He deserves a Superman run. He deserves I honestly would love to see him completely continue to translate more of these old stories.
He's doing Superman in China.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's
doing
that
new Superman book?
Yeah, he's doing a good job with that one.
Super chat.
Bye, Gio. Welcome back, Gio.
Hi, Jess. Welcome back, Jess.
Well, the postman came, but he didn't give me IST boxes.
I'm so sorry, Jess. Boo.
Yeah, those media boxes are just really taking their damn time.
Well, it's supposed to come today. I mean, I looked on the schedule and it said. I thought for sure. Oh, that's too bad. It's canceled. They had a whole Justice League and everything.
It was canceled for a while. Like it canceled a long time ago, I'm gonna say.
But yeah, I absolutely recommend it. The art in it is gorgeous. It's an art style that I absolutely love, and I can't praise it enough. I think everybody should read that book, especially nowadays.
I agree 100%.
What an odd thing to just kind of come out of nowhere and really just take a hold of everybody here. Jess loves it. Lou loves it. I think Omar was in love with it. I think Ryley was in love with it.
Fangirls love it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Gio, I don't remember. Have you gotten into that book?
For the record, that was my comic of the year at our Omnis in December.
So Gio was ahead of the game.
Wow.
Yes. Because usually our group tends to lean towards the collected editions with the FOMO and the whatever. I saw it. I'm like, I should read this. And it's fantastic. And I love the art from Gurihiru.
Is that who the artist is?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. But yeah, I think that's my time. Let me just pull this up.
Jess, did you see the statue for Gwenpool that's coming out?
No.
It's done. I can't show you on my tablet, but it's done in the style of Gurihiru with the anime manga feel. It's really cool looking.
Who is doing it?
I don't know. I just saw a picture the other day and I forgot to message you. I'll look it up.
Yeah, toss that in the chat. In our chat when you get a chance.
There you go, Gio.
Thank you.
Delectable taste.
I didn't haul anything, but as for reads, I'm gearing up for my next installment of Fable Fridays on my channel. So I'm reading Fables Deluxe Edition Volume 3. And I'm almost done with this thing, Strange Girl Omnibus, to make a video on it.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna hate it again because I didn't like the art, but I kind of like it now. So I'm gonna shut up about hating stuff because clearly you can't trust me. But it's pretty cool.
It's okay. You mature. It happens.
Yeah, no, because I was very arrogant about it. Not on YouTube, but I was like, "This is art. I don't like it whatsoever." And now I'm looking at it. I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of do like it a whole lot. It's pretty cool." Yeah. I mean, for the tone of the book and it being like post-rapture stuff and demons and like magic stuff,
I like that book. It doesn't get a lot of love, but I liked it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is a fun book. Is this available in a hardcover, or is this just this softcover?
I think there's a hardcover
that is sold out.
Ooh. Hope I can't show that page.
Oh yeah.
But I do like that it has different artists working on it, and some of the art is really compelling. But yeah, because I tended to just compare it to this, but the whole book is filled with a lot of creators, actually, with a lot of artists. Sorry. Yeah, so that's what I've been reading.
Rick Nelson, yes, I have bought all the Daredevil by Sewell trades, so there is going to be an Omni coming out. Just wait for it.
That's the first signal.
Yeah. You just took a hit for the team.
I did. I did get also first. The Vampirella books were courtesy of Todd Strickland in the group.
Nice.
I've gotten a lot of good stuff from him at good prices throughout the year.
Strickland propane and propane accessories.
That is an amazing poll. The Propaniacs. He sent me another guy from the group, Chris Ramos, sent something to Judge Omnidog. He drew this.
That's awesome. You need a new logo. That's your new logo right there, Jess.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You got to somehow scan that and make that your logo.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, you need that. You need to get that scan, dude.
I'm just.
Here's your tattoo, Jess. Right on your neck.
I'm covering up his address, but Chris Ramos from the group sent me. I'm looking to spend more money and get into Judge Dredd. And he said, Jess, I remember to post where you wanted to collect some Judge Dredd. Here you go. Enjoy. Keep being awesome. Chris Ramos, very happy member of the Omnibus Collectors Group. That is the kind of thing that I just adore, when somebody is so nice to think to send me something like that out of the kindness of their heart.
Nice.
He sent me a couple of comic books of Judge Dredd, and I so appreciate that, Chris. That is so awesome. I will definitely. Chris Hansen also sent me a Judge Dredd gift, so I'm going to have to put up a master post, not a master post, but a big post of all the Judge Dredd stuff that I got in the month of June.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. That thing is awesome. That's beautiful.
I know, right? I'm going to save this.
It needs to be your logo, Jess.
Yeah. Show that.
Now what you need to do is that your dog mask that you use every show, you got to get a Judge Dredd helmet to put on over it.
Show that one more time.
That
really good.
I could see that in a jacket, or like an iron press or something on a jacket.
You know, if there are real.
I can see all the Justice pups getting that tattooed on them.
I was going to say, any real Omnidog
like a badge.
We'll get those tattooed next week.
Molly Smith and Eric Fedorchak, Kemi Jacob, they all get this on them.
You know what? I bet if you challenge them, somebody will do it.
Don't do that. Don't put that on people. Don't take advantage of people like that.
I could see that happening if like everything goes south and we live in a post-apocalypse. I could see that being like an insignia for a street gang or something like that in the Outlands or something. I could imagine it. A bike gang or something. I don't know.
We lose Geo again.
No, I'm looking for the figure thing for the statue. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Jess, what do you think of the Fourth World? You've read all that stuff before.
You know, I wasn't that knocked out with it back as a kid, but that absolute reminded me how great the art was and how interesting a whole world was that he created. And I'm just really thinking about that absolute, especially how just huge that thing is. Well, how much is that? $150?
150, yeah.
Wow. But that's a good deal for that book.
It's beautiful. Like, if you saw it in person, you would buy it immediately. Like it has a magnificent power to it that you can't deny. I'm serious. It's not a joke. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, I am really giving it a hard think that I might get that absolute. I didn't want the omnibus because it was so thick and just too cumbersome, but that absolute looks like it's very.
I need to sell my omnibus. I have the misprint still. I need to sell it.
All hail, make havoc.
All right. So, my read. Yeah, I'm still going through Scout Volume 1. Still fantastic, awesome, dirty, grimy, disgusting, sad, ghetto book. I'm loving it still. I took a pause to read that, but I wanted to jump into Firepower, which I was talking about on Thursday. Robert Kirkman and Chris Samnee. It's a story about a man who travels to kind of like a Tibetan temple to learn the fire powers of that clan and that society. The art in it is it's really the star of the show is Chris Samnee's art in this book. Like this 2-page spread here is just sickening. He's an incredible artist, and throughout the whole book, his storytelling is great. All of his the coloring, I think it's Matt Wilson's the colorist, is really doing a lot of heavy lifting on this as well, doing beautiful stuff with the colors. So it's a story about a man who is trying to find himself and find the history of his parents because he was adopted, and those journeys led him to this temple with all these people who are, monks and learning the energies to control fire, or at least heat, because actually in the beginning of the story, it's really just heat. There's no fire, there's no flame. They go through all this meditation and all this fighting and studying, literally to make rice, because they give you just a bowl of water and rice. There's no heat or anything like that. So that's kind of one part of the book. But this is like I said, this is a trade paperback. I think it's like 130 pages or so, and this is a prelude to the actual ongoing series. And as our main character goes through his journey into the society, he finds love, he finds friendship, all that kind of fun, tropey stuff. And then there's a massive invasion from a warring other faction. Anyway, where's that page? There's some beautiful stuff. Once you get into the fights at the end of this is really when that storytelling and Chris Samnee's art really kind of takes off. Here's that page I was looking for. Beautiful stuff. It reminds me a little bit of Brian Hurt's work in Six Gun. So what happens here, there's the big war of the warring faction, and then there's a time jump. 15 years later, our main character now has a family. He lives in the suburbs. He's using his heat power to start his barbecue.
Been there.
And then you get to the free comic book day one, which is basically just him with his family. They're having a party, and that warring faction of the other ninjas start showing up in his neighborhood, start showing up in his life. So it's a decent story. It's all right. I didn't think it was that great. I might hold off until there's a bigger like collected editions coming out for it. I'm interested, but I wasn't quite grabbed by it, which is unfortunate because there's so much. They give you so much. They give you like 4 issues in this trade paperback. They give you a free comic book day issue, and it just wasn't enough for me. It's kind of odd that it was. You get introduced to the story, you get introduced to the past, you get introduced to all these characters, and then it's a 15-year time jump, and everything's all over the place and different.
So does it feel like you missed all the cool shit and went to the boring stuff?
No, it just feels like it's an odd story design, because normally you would think that the story would be, here's a guy, he's got a family and a wife and the kids, and lives in suburbia, and he has a secret past, and you get kind of flashbacks. So you get all the flashbacks first, which kind of sets up, different elements and different story ideas as well that you kind of are looking forward to. And I thought that was going to be the story. It was him going through the training and, the warring factions and the destruction that happened with that war. But no, it's a big 15-year jump later. So it's odd, but it's kind of interesting to kind of see how that's going to kind of play out and pan out later. So that and Scalped. I love Scalped. Can't go wrong with Scalped whatsoever. All right. Yeah, Fourth World's 50% off. Tales of Wonder. IST has it at 42% off. So
yeah, they're 2 different companies though.
Yeah. Sure, they got different costs involved.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for some previews, everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, ready for previews? See what's coming out this week?
Let's do it.
It's a pretty good week, too. It's a pretty good week. So
get ready. You're going to be spending a lot of money.
Uh-oh. We don't spend money on that Fourth World Absolute.
Before we get started, Gio, real quick, you got a question about Aquaman.
Are you up to date on the current run of Aquaman? I've been following it in singles, and it may be my favorite book DC is putting out. That is awesome. I've reading the hardcovers, so I've only read the first 2 releases that they've done. I'm not up to date with the singles. And Volume 3 is coming out soon, this month or next month. I don't know.
Is Kelly Sue still writing it?
Yes, she's doing a great job.
I know. I keep hearing that.
Shed your prejudice, Lou.
Hey, I gave Fraction a shot, okay? That's about as far as I'm
Now you gotta give his wife a shot.
That's Mr. DeConnick, though. Give Kelly Sue her own shot.
Mr. DeConnick.
That's actually probably accurate. Mr. DeConnick probably fits better.
Wow. All right, so preview started, yo.
Yes, David Codd. I can't wait for that. I'm tempted to pony up the $200 for it.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's get this through, guys. Let's make this happen. This is the exciting week of July 8th. You'll be able to find these items on InStockTrades.com, our awesome sponsor. Tomorrow, Tuesday, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And there's a few things on here you might want to jump on right away. So be ready. Be ready. All right, let's go ahead and start off. We got Image Comics first with the first trade paperback of Philadelphia.
That's supposed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot of good things about that, and I've also heard a lot of good things about the next one, Undiscovered Country.
Who's that? I've heard about that too. Who's that by?
It's
Snyder.
Charles Soule.
Oh,
Kamikoli does the art. So I've been hearing good things about that as well. So
both $10. I like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever IST's discount on it, you guys are gonna, you almost kind of have to at that point if you're interested at all. IDW this week, we got the Cobra Kai Karate Kid Saga trade paperback. Marvel's Vault of Heroes, Captain America. Michael Recycle and Borat Space Cat. Speed Bump.
Oh, that is a great comic in the newspaper. I'm getting that. It's a one panel, and those are hard to do. He is consistently funny in all the stuff he does. I love that comic.
Dude,
I gotta be honest,
image. This is
never
funny
heard of it.
already.
He's great. I'm gonna have to check.
All of those are great. He is so funny on one panel stuff.
That's amazing already.
That's 300 panels.
Yeah. He consistently kills it. It's one of my favorite things.
Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised. It's
Damn it.
25 years, and this is the first time I'm hearing it.
Yeah, I've never heard of this before. That's hilarious.
Oh, he's so funny.
Dave Coverley.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out. Jess, is that your pick?
Immortal Hulk might be, but that's my surprise pick of the week.
Okay.
That is a surprise because now I want it.
That's my pick of the week. If people are going to get Immortal Hulk Volume 2 anyway, so I'll make Speed Bump Anniversary Edition my pick of the week.
Starcadia, Quest of Hearts, Quest Heart of a Star, trade paperback. DC this week, we have Batman hardcover book 13, City of Bane Part 2. I think that's a standard size hardcover, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
And then we got DC Superhero Girls, Weird Science. Do they make like a boy or something in this one? Anybody remember the Weird Science movie or TV show?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
TV show was great. Then we got Sandman's Universe, The Dreaming, trade paperback, Volume 3. Flash Forward, where again they do more jacked up stuff to the best Flash, Wally West. Justice League of America by Brad Meltzer.
That is deluxe sized, by the way. Deluxe hardcover.
Oh.
Hardcover. All right, thank you. I was wondering, there was no more information.
Yep.
Supergirl Being Super, trade paperback, new edition.
Nice. Such a good book.
There's some Joelle Jones art too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Wonder Woman, her greatest
battles, I think.
greatest victories.
Victories, there you go.
And it's a bunch of
just random issues. It's because of the movie.
Oh yeah,
that's not out yet.
The movie that'll be out next summer.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marvel Comics this week. We have Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, 2099. The Immortal Hulk hardcover Volume 2.
Nice.
Which is a must-get for myself because I love Immortal Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
That first volume was fantastic.
What does that collect? What does that Immortal Hulk collect?
It is
11 through 20?
11 through 20.
Nice.
Man, you guys are in for a treat. That stuff is all gold.
Marauders Volume 1 trade paperback. Marvel Monograph trade paperback art of Frank Cho, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Superman poster book. Spider-Man poster book, excuse me. Miles Morales. Here's the reprint of Miles Morales Omnibus, hopefully with way better binding. That's a great book, though. That's everything from what is it, the Ultimate Fallout, going all the way up into where the other Miles Morales Omnibus starts, right? So it's a little confusing. It's kind of backwards, but yeah.
So Lee's brought into the MCU proper, basically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes all the way up to, or is it Secret War or Cataclysm?
Not MCU, 616. My mistake.
Yeah.
Cataclysm with the whole Galactus thing. Sorry, spoilers. My bad.
He'll be in the MCU eventually.
Yeah.
He has a video game expansion coming out. That's like 2 steps away from having your own movie.
It's better. He'll get it.
Yeah,
eventually.
it's a matter of time. I agree. Savage Sword of Conan original Marvel years. You got the regular version and the DM version.
I think I like the regular cover.
This one or the other one?
Which is this the DM?
This is the DM, yeah.
Oh well, sorry. The DM looks cooler.
Yeah.
Look at all that blood.
Yeah.
The original art for this is actually hanging up in Torpedo. I used to look at it.
Is that right?
Yeah, John owns the original art for that.
Who's the artist?
Wow.
I know him by Norm. I don't know like this full
Norm.
name.
From
Norm.
Norm.
Earl Norm.
Such a normie.
And then Star Wars Legends Epic Collection.
Cool.
Yeah. Boom Studios. You have Eat and Love Yourself.
Amen.
Original graphic novel.
Do that every day.
Yep.
And then here's the other section. I got to expand it up, Gio, so it's not it won't take us forever.
I can do that if you'd like. We've got
Yes, sir.
Adventures of Drippy the Newsboy, Volume 1, I assume.
That's what we called our uncle that had syphilis.
Oh boy.
Oh my god!
Why did I see it coming? I knew I saw that joke coming from a mile away.
You've got All We Ever Wanted, Stories for a Better Tomorrow Show, Life,
Better
World.
World.
Graphic novel, second printing. Interesting. You've got Always Human, graphic novel, Volume 1, Season 1. Beastars is coming out. It was supposed to come out in May, but apparently we're getting it again. Beastars Volume 6. You've got Behemoth S-ranked Monster Cat Elf, Volume 1.
That's just words thrown together.
Yeah. The title for that is extremely annoying and long. I'm not going to... It's about a guy that gets reincarnated as a cat in another world. It's silly.
Does he just get to sit on her boobs like that?
Yeah.
Not a bad resurrection.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything because, yeah.
I mean, getting brought back as a cat is a pretty sweet gig.
Oh, especially you're just sitting on boobies the whole day.
It's a new cover for the Bowie book.
Yeah, this is the second printing of the Bowie, Stardust, Ray Guns, and Moon Age. This is the second printing.
I still have not read that.
Oh my gosh, you gotta.
I know. I'm a huge Bowie fan. I know I need to read it.
So good.
Awesome cover by Mike Allred.
Yeah. The whole book is great, Mike Allred art.
This next one, is it Brontes or Brontes? Anyways, it's the Infernal Agenda graphic novel.
Bronte sisters.
Brontes, thank you. The next one, this is pretty interesting. The 2 volumes it's the same series, but you have 2 alternate endings for the series. You can go with the dark ending for Batum, or you can go with the light ending. So it's 2 different stories from an original series called Batum. So you got Volume 26 dark ending and Volume 26 light ending.
That's very interesting.
That is actually.
Caliber presents Volume 5, Tales from the Next Dimension. Thank you. We got another manga, a certain scientific railgun, Astral Volume 3.
Astral Buddy.
Yeah. Chio's School Road Volume 8. The Complete Peanuts Trade Paperback Edition, Volume 13, going through 1975 and 1976. You've got Dark Tower, Drawing of 3, hardcover. Doodleville, graphic novel, and I think we're getting it in hardcover down below. Yep. Next up from Yen Press, Eclair Blanche Resonates Heart graphic novel Girls. 8-Lane Runaways hardcover from Fantagraphic Books. From Viz Media, we're getting Haikyuu Volume 38, one of the best sports mangas. From Oni Press, we're getting Hell Was Full. Here's another fan favorite. It's a new series called Hell's Paradise Jigo Kuraku Volume 2. And from 10 Speed Press, you've got Jack Kirby, Epic Life, King of Comics.
Wow.
I'm picking that up.
Sounds cool.
Jimmy, that'll complement your Absolute really well, actually.
I just love Tom Scioli's artwork. And he is just a big Kirby fan. And I know he did a ton of research, and this is going to be like a nice, cool, like data dump of all things Jack Kirby. So
wow.
I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Patterson, I don't know if that's a label or not, but they're putting out Jackie Ha Ha graphic novel and a hardcover. Kodansha's putting out Night of Ice, a ice skating manga. This is pretty cool. I really want to read this. Legend of Dororo and Hyakimaru. This is the manga based on the 2019 anime adaptation of what is Dororo, one of Tezuka's famous works back in the day. It's a lot grittier, darker than the original, if anybody's wondering. Really good stuff. Candlewick Press is putting out Lost Souls Be at Peace graphic memoir. Viz is also putting out No Guns Life Volume 5.
I mean, look at this cover. It looks crazy.
I love those covers, man. They're so badass. It's a steampunk-ish world with people with enhanced weaponry for body parts. It's really cool stuff.
Oh, God. I think you just sold me on it.
Cool. You just sold me on that one. What's this one? No Guns Life?
The main character had his head replaced with a gun. So his head is a giant gun. So he's got other body parts that are mechanical, and he wears a long trench coat. So he's a private investigator in this city that is very like Ghost in the Shell type inspired. It's really badass stuff.
Gio, you can stop. I'm already buying it.
Yeah, nice. You also
had me at Gunhead.
Yeah, 100%.
Literally, you can pull the trigger, the back of his head, and he'll shoot out a massive blast of energy or something. I don't know. Anyways,
let me go to Amazon right now.
There is an anime, if you want to watch the anime first. There is an anime available. The first season's on Hulu.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Crown Books for Young Readers is putting out Once Upon a Space-Time Volume 1. And Metropolitan Books is putting out Paying the Land graphic novel. And this is Pleasure and Corruption from Denpa Books. Denpa is a new publishing label for manga. Walter Books is putting out Queen of the Sea. And Viz is putting out Radiant. They don't have the cover image, but it's a beautiful cover. At Ran in the Grey World, I don't know why that's there, because I literally showed that off last week on this show, so that's weird. But Ran in the Grey World Volume 7, that's the last one. The next one from Yen Press is Reborn as a Polar Bear, Legend of the Guardian of the Forest, or something like that. It's about a guy that gets reborn as a polar bear. From Oni Press, you got Rick and Morty Volume 11. Viz Media, you got Rumiko Takahashi's Rine Volume 33. Rebellion, or 2000 AD, is putting out Rise and Fall of the Dragon Empire Volume 1. Oni Press is doing Scullion Dishwasher's Guide to something. And Yen Press is putting out Shoulder a Coffin. What was it? Dishwasher's
Guide to Mistaken Identity.
There you go. Yen Press is doing Shoulder a Coffin Kuro Tsuyoka. Another manga. And I think this is the last batch. Show Me History graphic novel, Benjamin Franklin. Splatoon manga volume 9. Spores graphic novel volume 1 of 3. Prom of the Dead. You've got Time 01 graphic novel. And from Viz, Twin Star Exorcist Onmyoji.
That's another cool ass cover.
Yeah, those covers are really cool too.
You can get all of those fine books and more at InStockTrades.com, where you can get collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discount. We have 2 more books. Just a sec. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. The end of every month, we give away a $50 gift card courtesy of InStockTrades.com. Put in a book order of $50 or more, and you get free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. And
nicely done.
Books.
And while we're talking about IST, you can grab from them Urusei Yatsura, Volume 6, a comedy manga about an alien who gets stuck here on Earth, and Witch's Printing Office, which I have no idea what that's about, but it looks interesting. So that's it. That's
all right. Lots of good stuff this week. Wow.
There's a lot. Yeah, it's a big week. There's a lot of manga. My pick of the week is the Gunhead guy. That's easy.
Yes.
Speed Bump. The Bowie is an OHC. Yes, it is. Joe Blair.
I don't know if people asked, but do we have 50% off books? Or
I did not get a list of them.
Gotcha.
Check my email real quick. No. Did not get a list of them this week.
Regardless, don't let that deter you from buying wonderful books at InStockTrades.com. Because
you'll see it tomorrow.
You're still getting a heck of a discount anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hi, Gio. Hi, Gio.
I need to start reading Haikyuu because everybody keeps hyping it up, so I need to sit down with it.
It's great. If you want to read a good sports manga, that, aside from Slam Dunk, I think this is one of the best ones.
Yeah, I keep hearing great things. I mean, it's on the Shonen Jump app, so I have access to it. I just haven't sat down with it.
We've gotten this question from Jesse a few times. Is Irredeemable Ant-Man bad because it's poorly written or because Eric O'Grady is a hero of questionable morals? I don't mind heroes with questionable morals. That's a thing, you know. It just wasn't put together well.
Mm-mm.
Wasn't put together well. Just the writing on it just wasn't doing it for me.
The writing.
Yeah, Eric O'Grady is one of those characters where Marvel's kind of just swept under the rug. Like, yeah, okay.
Utterly forgettable.
Yeah.
That should be the next book. Unforgettable Eric O'Grady.
I don't know if that character is even around anymore. I don't know.
It's been a while.
Was he in Nick Spencer's? I feel like he was in Nick Spencer's run. Eric O'Grady.
No, that was a great Ant-Man series, but that was that's homeboy.
It's Scott Lang. Yeah,
Scott Lang. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to take some more questions from the chat, or are we going to call it for the night?
Whatever you want to do is fine.
We got 130 awesome people in the chat. Give us a thumbs up on this video. This is your first time around. We've gotten a lot of subscribers, so I'm sure there might be some new people around. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a sub. We're here every Sunday, Monday, and Thursdays.
Yeah. And Fangirls have a show on Sundays as well, right?
Yeah, gotta get the Fangirls. They're just due on Sundays as well. So if you have any questions, we can go ahead and spend the next couple of minutes. We could address some questions and call it.
Did you know Maddie's getting that Aloy statue?
Oh yeah, she I tagged her on one of the posts and she's pre-ordered the thing and everything. That's awesome.
I'm so jealous.
It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful statue.
It's so detailed.
It's Prime One, man. They do amazing work.
Yeah.
What's the damage on that?
1,200?
Yeah, but if you want the whole package, you can also buy the robot enemy to display it with her, so it's double the amount.
And it would take this much room.
Yeah.
What statue are you guys talking about?
Aloy from
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I only got the cheap one that came with the video game, the little statue. I think you have that, right, Jess?
I think so too. Yeah. I think I got that too.
I just got the Martini edition today. Any idea where I can keep it? It's too big for my bookshelf.
You need to get a Billy shelf. Those are adjustable from IKEA. That's where I keep all my big giant books.
Or on the floor, like the rest of us.
Do that, because those books don't fit on my shelf, so I just place them there.
Yeah, that's a coffee table book, man.
Yeah.
How about this? If you were a writer and could write for any character from the big two, which character would you pick and why?
The Unreal Squirrel Girl, and I'd have her killed off immediately.
Nice.
The first episode, so hit that car.
That was so precise. I love it. You had that in there, just waiting to burst out.
Jess has a whole arc for that. He's got a whole graphic novel. Like he promises a beautiful send off to the character.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for Ghost Rider. I've had an idea for Ghost Rider for a few years now that I would like to do.
Cool.
Nice. I would write the most epic tragedy political drama about the Inhumans possible. Because Aquaman, I love him, but most of his stories have been done already. With the Inhumans, everybody just sort of ignored them after the whole death of the Inhumans and Soul's Run and whatever.
Yeah, with Aquaman, once they kill his kid, you can't go anywhere else with that character.
I like the mythological aspect that Kelly Sue is doing on her run, because it's a little bit different than Abnett, but yeah, he's a larger-than-life superhero, whereas the Inhumans, they're more about a species, a set of different people and how they govern themselves because they're exiled from the rest of humanity. I think you can explore that, get into maybe like the different houses and Black Bolt's whole shtick and not being able to talk, and Medusa. I think you have more to get from those characters.
I want to do a story about Arsenal, where it's just him on drugs in Vegas, very Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas style.
Sounds
where
awesome.
He just has just like, I don't know, he steals the Batmobile, and he has like the trunk full of just like DMT and all kinds of crazy drugs, and just going on adventures.
Maybe he's got like a secret mission, but he's so high on drugs. He's got like a set limit, and he's got to fulfill the mission, and you get all crazy visuals and stuff. I can see that. I'm
going to make it bad, like that one story where he was beating up homeless people with a cat. I just want more of that.
What?
He's in Vegas.
I don't know what?
You don't know about that?
No, what?
Yeah, there's this one story. It's called Arsenal Rises. And it was a really messed up story about him, where they went in about him being impotent, and he was like freebasing off of like an iPad in an alleyway. And then when he comes to, he has like a dead cat in his hand. A bunch of guys just scattered all around him.
This
I want to do more of that.
This isn't fan fiction that you wrote, is it?
No, this is legitimately published, and people got paid. People paid their mortgage with that story.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to do more of that, where he is just in Vegas, just hitting it as much as he can. Whatever he can put up his nose, he's putting it up his nose. And he wakes up, and he has like a baby and a pink Cadillac and Omnidog with a Judge Dredd helmet.
Inman 40 Billies do have the cheap backing on them. They're not all the way through like a Kalex. And Wrath of Spectre is coming out in September now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I broke my heart when I heard that. I was so excited that it was coming out this week, I thought.
But I think it will come out. Just no need to worry.
Gabe would have his Eisner CGC graded.
I totally would.
Oh my god, that's great, man. I kind of want to see that book now.
I do too. It's called The Rise of Arsenal.
Yeah, it's a real book. Here, I'll show you. Like, I was just looking at it right now because I was like, you guys aren't going to make me think that I'm some crazy, like, I made this up on drugs myself. This is a real thing.
Let's take a look. Nice.
So here he is. Oh,
nope, not found.
Doesn't work. Damn it. But you kind of see here in the corner, this is him freebasing off of what looks like an iPhone. I got to find some more image. Where's that where he wakes up with all the dead cat?
Who wrote this?
I think I did.
League, The Rise of Arsenal, Part 3.
Here it is. It won a Prism Award for portrayal of drug use and mental illness. But look.
For beating somebody with a cat?
Let's see what I can.
Wow.
What's up with his arm, though?
He has a mechanical arm.
Yeah, no, I know, but it reminded me of Cyborg.
Oh. Well, yeah, he just beat up all these dudes in the alleyway with what is a dead cat covered in flies.
Oh my god!
And this won awards.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't think that'd get published today.
So yeah, I want to do an Arsenal book where it's just Fear and Loathing in Gotham or something like that. Or just like him and Two-Face just as his attorney. This is actually starting to work out. Yeah.
You're pulling it together.
Oh, look, Gabe's going to write a treatment tonight. He's going to have everything set up and sent to Marvel tomorrow morning. Coming to DC. Response is just going to be never email us again.
How about a DC Marvel crossover and you have She-Hulk versus Two-Face in a court of law?
Ooh.
I like that. Oh, yeah. I like that.
And they're both defending villains or something. I don't know.
Doom, 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 doom. Bow, bow.
All right.
Or since now we have the Alien and Predator stuff in Marvel, let's just do Conan versus Alien versus Predator versus Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe versus Punisher and make it like a maxi series, 12 issues, and everybody just dies at the end.
Well, do you guys remember from that old Hulk TV show where they had Daredevil, Matt Murdock, had to defend the Hulk in court?
Yep.
And classic.
And Thor with the straw pads.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Silly
Vincent
helmet.
D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio was Thor in what's that movie? It's an old movie. I can't remember it off the top of my head.
The babysitters thing?
Yes.
Yeah. He played Thor in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Adventures in Babysitting, I think is the name of the movie.
J-Dawn is Fourth World great. Yeah, get that absolute, man. Get it.
You can check out my video. I mean, I go through the book, not page by page, but I do go pretty in depth into it and show the book around, all that kind of cool stuff. All right. Anything else? Or did that last question just kill it? I don't know if we could do better.
I think we should stop on your Arsenal story. That is just a diamond that is ready to go.
Tom King's going to put that out in a year, and it's going to be amazing.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Telling you. Bat country, man. Bat country.
It's just starting to write itself, Gabe.
Yep.
Thank you to the chat. We had a ton of people watching tonight. Thank you all very much. I am not getting any of the retro Spidey wave that I know of, Mr. Awesome, because I haven't actually seen it yet. So I don't think I'm getting it. any. I don't. Yeah, no retro. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah.
They look really cool.
Yeah,
And easily one of the best Spider-Man figures of all time, right there. So.
Shoot, I'll probably get at least some Spider-Man from it for my door. I need more for my door. Ooh, there's a Gwen.
Yeah, there's a Gwen with an alternate head for Mary Jane, and some newspaper accessories from the Bugle. There's a Peter Parker with his alt head where you see half his face with the mask, like the comics with Ditko.
Yeah. Why would you use the alternate head though, when everybody knows Gwen Stacy is clearly the better choice?
Yeah.
I was always more of a Gwen Stacy fan.
Lou, where can they find you on the internet?
Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and on YouTube.
And thank you to our fans. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to InStockTrades.com, whom we love and adore and applaud and everything else. We worship them. Gabe, where can they find you and that awesome video about Fourth World Omnibus, Fourth World Absolute, and your script for Arsenal Does Vegas?
You can find me, Gabe Loves 90s Comics on Instagram. And if you want to see that Fourth World Absolute video, it's right here on YouTube on Gabe Loves 90s Comics as well. And somebody asked, the X-Men 12 Omnibus is currently out of stock at Diamond. Don't know if it's out of print or whatnot, or if they're just out of stock waiting for more. But as of right now, it's gone through the warehouse.
Geo, Sucka11, where can we find you?
You can find me on my channel, A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, manga, all that fun stuff.
And you can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram. Thank you to everyone that chatted, commented, and watched and or otherwise participated. So peace and love, peace and love.